And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Strong going to look to throw it right off the bat. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here hauled in by Cup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And the Rams at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now Jones throwing on first down.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Jones. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Slot man moves right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Strong.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw again.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw again.
That caught by Tremble. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 29 yards as they have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Strong. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Panthers have regained the lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Off the play fake. Strong. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off play action. Strong. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jones now operating from the gun.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Jones checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. They had control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Strong. He's going to take another shot here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jones on 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Strong. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's short. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Off play action. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong, flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this. To about the 10-yard line.
A gain of 14.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's the option play going left.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Jones now. Throwing on 1st down. Being chased out left.
And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
Jones on 1st and 10.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30.
Oh, my goodness.
10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Here's Jones. Off play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Jones off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On first down, Strong. And he fends him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Strong. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Here's a diving catch right side.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
going after? Right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the try here for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.